came up with a new client a couple months ago, and we had a little check-in yesterday and said about his progress. Now, when he started with me, he said that I've been told that Ollie, that he's a business owner. He's pushing his business. He's stressed out and so on. He said that I've been told I can't be strong and do a lot of running and do a lot of cardio, but I enjoy both. Can that actually happen? And he didn't know about my background. Now, before I went into the functional medicine side of things and started really getting that health balance, that some of the entrepreneurs I worked with at the start, specifically alongside professional athletes in the endurance world. Now, what we were doing was what people were saying is impossible. So you go to most fitness professionals, you go to people that are saying that if you're training to run a marathon, you cannot be strong. If you're training to do a half marathon or whatever, you cannot be ridiculously strong at the same time. Now, disclaimer is that yes, you can. You're not going to go and be Mo Farah, you're not going to go and be Eddie Hall, but you can be very strong, very fit, and very high performing in these worlds. And we were taking methodologies from Navy SEALs, from Army Rangers, from the Marines, from British Army, all these different training methodologies, and combining them into one and getting some really, really great results. And at the time, it was very simple to do. So I was working with multiple people on this, using these methodologies. And we were getting people that would be able to run a marathon and then go and deadlift 2.5 times their body weight, or squat 2.5 times their body weight. Really high performers, just for example, picking some things out of the air there as to what we've done in the past, to say that, hey, it is absolutely possible. And it came up on one of the forums, on one of the masterminds I'm part of, and I got recommended for someone. And one of my friends who is a very, very good health coach as well said, look, I'm the guy to get you shredded. If it's endurance you want, I'm not your guy. I'm being open and honest with that. And that was where my name cropped up. So I spoke to this guy and said that, like, do you want to have good endurance? Great. I'm your guy for that. You want to look really good? Great. I'm your guy for that, with combining the two. But here's the thing. The Ollie that was coaching 3-4 years ago is not the Ollie that is coaching people now. I go deeper into the health, making sure we have full balance. What is so easy to do, and it was that happening over and over again when I was working with professional athletes, so 2016 sort of time with the Rio Olympics going on, is that we were looking to get people from A to B as fast as possible without a full specific focus on health. And that was where it came into the point where, okay, I want to get people healthy. I got into this industry because of a specific reason, with what happened with my dad, where he died of a stroke, and it was stress that pushed him over the edge. I started working with some entrepreneurs, and I'm just thinking, how can I take this knowledge from here, put it up to here, and really put health as a focus? So when I spoke to this guy a couple months ago, I said, look, great, I can get you to have really good endurance. I can get you to be totally badass when it comes to being strong. I can get you to look really good. But here's what I won't do. And that was go completely against my knowledge that I've built up, my beliefs that I've built up, and the results that I've got with multiple clients over these years with improving their health. And I said that it might take a little bit longer, like totally, like hands up, honestly. Like it might take a little bit longer. We'll put on some muscle. We'll get you really, really fast. We'll really improve your 10K time. But it might take a little bit longer, because what I'm not prepared to do is sacrifice your health, is increase brain fog, is lower your recovery abilities, is get your sleep, which is probably already broken, and make it even worse through the night. Because that, great, you're going to go faster, you're going to be stronger. But how that actually transfers over into day-to-day life, both for males and females, is not what I want to be working with clients. And this guy appreciated the honesty. And since then, he's been getting some really, really great results. He's increased his strength. He's actually like got really, really fast with his 10K. And I can't remember the exact number, but it's something like 5 minutes quicker in 2 months on his 10K time. And he's starting to feel his HRV, so heart rate variability. If you don't know what that is, it's basically when our heart beats. So ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. It's kind of like it's I'm going to take my music production here like a metronome. It's specifically on exactly the same beat, very robotic. People think the heart beats exactly the same time throughout. Now, there are slight variations between these ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. There are slight variations. And we want to get those variations up higher. The more stringent those variations, the more robotic those beats are, the more stressed we are. So he brought his heart rate variability and he tracked it on an Apple Watch. We looked over the last 2 years and it was very rare that his HRV was above 40. In fact, the average for the last month was around 38. And then over these last 2 months, what has happened is that his HRV, which we want above 60, is pretty close to 60 most days. It's been above 60 a lot of the time. So it's really, really improved his actual ability to perform in his business. And that is actually doing what people say that cannot be done. It's dropping fat, is increasing your strength, building muscle at the same time as improving your endurance, whilst increasing your health. Sounds too good to be true. Increasing your health, lowering brain fog, making your hormonal balance just feel so much better, stopping the cravings, stopping you waking up through the night. Now, people say it can't be done. It can. So if this is something which you do want to achieve, you want to improve your health, but at the same time, you do have some athletic performance goals. You want to be like totally badass for certain things. You want to be really strong and you want to run and you want to cycle, all these different things because, hey, it's boring just lifting weights. It's boring just running, just cycling. Like, we want to set you up for the real life that is going to get, the real things that life is going to throw at you. If it's something you want to talk about, simply drop me a message.